calling from the Santa Rosa Press Democrat. You had a tough time in the previous two games. Is Draymond Green back now?
I mean, I think I was better tonight, but I still didn't do all the things I'm capable of doing. But, shots, sometimes you can't control that. Sometimes you can't control certain stuff on the floor. But the one thing I can control is the way I go out there and fight and battle. And that was my mindset tonight. I was coming to a fight. And that's it. I'm going to go out there and do that. If all else fails, I'm going to fight. And that's kind of what I did, and that'll be my mindset for the rest of the series.
Draymond, Ron Karczyk from the San Francisco Chronicle. You talk about fighting, and Steve said he was proud of the will and the fight you guys showed. Any example? Did you know that in the locker room? Not just you, but everybody had that ferocity back that was missing in Oklahoma City.
I mean, I knew, I kind of knew after the game in OKC, the way everybody reacted to losing, the way everybody talked and felt, and, going in the film this morning, you could just see everybody was up. Everybody's spirits were high after the film, after the walkthrough. Everybody's spirits was high. And I knew then that everybody was ready to go and was going to bring that dog to the game.
Tim Kawakami at Mercury News. Clay, you don't always show emotion, but you showed some emotion on that court. Obviously, Draymond did. Steph did. How important was that in the game, and how much do you need it for each successive game in the series?
I mean, it's fun playing with emotion. None of us want to go home. We having too much fun out there. No matter what adversity we face, it's fun being out there with the guys and just going to battle. And got to play with the same type of intensity and emotion on Saturday, maybe even exceed it, because we're in their building. And if we do that and just play with the same poise we did tonight, we'll be in a great position. Clay,
Alan from Thompson. So you look very aggressive from the beginning tonight, and you took 9 shots compared to 4 shots last game, the whole first half. What's the mindset change this game?
It's not to pick up any quick fouls. I mean, I hate not being out there on my own terms as far as just sending myself to the bench with 2 stupid fouls. But mindset was just be aggressive, be patient at times. Took a couple rush shots there in the beginning, but I settled down once I started playing smarter as far as moving off the ball and playing through my teammates.
Hey, Draymond, up front, Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. It wasn't like you guys were perfect with the ball, but you didn't throw those passes either in the lane or over the top that they kept tipping and turning into points. They didn't have many points off of those turnovers. What were some of the discussions coming into this game about avoiding those? When you're playing against a team with that much length and they use their length well, you can't make the same passes that you always make. The first pass that look open, the way you're used to throwing it, it's really not open, because as soon as they do this, they're going to get a deflection. So, we knew that, if you got to be sure on the passes you're making. Maybe even take a double look, because if it's open, it's going to be there, but the first time you may think it's open, it's really not, because those guys use their length very well. And I think we did a great job of coming to jump stops and keeping our poise and not just really being in a rush. I think it was more the flow of the offense, using that, and then being fast but not in a hurry.
Yeah, Draymond, Barry Trammell from the Oklahoman. The Thunder was not very efficient in the paint, missed a lot of shots in the paint. Andrew played a lot more tonight than he has in the series. How much was he responsible for making life tougher on them when they got into the paint?
Big fella was amazing tonight on both ends of the floor. He used his verticality on the defensive end, and he was great on the offensive end as well. And, if we're going to come back and win this series like we plan on doing, we need him to continue to play that way, which I have no doubt in my mind that he will. And the most important thing was, I think last game he got a little frustrated as well, and he picked up a few silly fouls. Today he was smart. He didn't pick up any silly fouls, and he dominated the game on both ends.
Martin Patton, KOKH. This is both of you can answer. The 2 games in Oklahoma City, was there some doubt creeping in your mind, and did tonight's game restore any doubt, if it did?
I'll answer this. No, not when you play with this man on my right. He'll never doubt our talent. He'll never doubt our ferocity and our toughness. And even after that, tough loss we took last game, Draymond set the tone after the game. Look, we've accomplished a lot this year. We've faced some adversity, believe it or not, even with the 73-9 season. And we all know we're not ready to be done. And we can do it. Just one game at a time, obviously, and enjoy it because it's. I mean, it's tough to win a championship. It's tough to win the West. You know, yeah.
Yeah, this is for Draymond. Kevin Radich, KCBS. How much soul searching did you have to do individually in your private moments after games 3 and 4?
I didn't really have to do a lot of soul searching because I knew exactly what it was, you know, but, you know, sometimes we all need a little shoulder to lean on, you know, somebody to call on, somebody to talk to. And, you know, I approach this like it's life or death. You know, it's not just a game to me. You know, I love this. This is what I do. And when I don't live up to who I know I am, it bothers me. And so I had a lot of people, you know, who's in my corner reaching out to me, you know, and it was great. You know, it helped me out a lot. I had a lot of guys who I've played against that reached out to me. You know, Matt Barnes, Big Baby Davis, Nate Robinson, like all those guys reached out to me. And just to have all those people reach out to me really let me know, like, bro, you somewhere else that I was on another planet somewhere or something. You know, just to have all those people reaching out to me. But it was also something that I already knew. You know, so I just said, you know, at the end of the day, I'm coming out here, like I said earlier, to fight. And I'm not going to worry about missing a shot. You know, I'm not going to worry about if I turn the ball over. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to just go out here and play like I've done all year. And everything else will take care of itself. So that was kind of my mindset.
This is Michelle Steele, ESPN. I have a question for Dre. I know that you had mentioned that Kobe had texted you and he gave you a little bit of motivation. How much did you have that in mind tonight? And did you text him back?
Yeah, I texted him back. I actually talked to him on the phone yesterday. And, you know, it was great, you know, because like he said, if it's easy, why bother? You know, anybody can do it if it was easy. And so that kind of said well with me. And, you know, talking to him yesterday, that's a guy who's been through it all, man. You know, he's been through having the fans love him. He's been through having the fans completely hate him. And when they hated him, he used that as fuel, you know. So it's good to talk to him. And, you know, it's always great. You know, anybody can tell you something, but when you got a guy like that who's really been through everything, it kind of hits home a little bit more. And so it was great.
Draymond, Tim Kawakami, Mercury News. We talked about you before this game. We talked about Steph, too. How important was for you to connect, for you guys to kind of lift each other's game? And did you think that happened today?
It was very important. You know, it's not just us two, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, Clay's been great for us. Even last game, he tried to carry us, and, you know, me and Steph didn't bring what we needed to bring, you know, but we do feed off each other. And, you know, like I said, when you got guys like a Clay who's playing well, a Bogut who comes out and play well, it's easier for us to look to them and say, all right, you know, we got to pick it up. We got to go along with them as well. And so it's more of a, like, I can't let these guys down, you know, and I think that was kind of both of our mindset, you know, coming out here is, like, everybody's put in so much work this year. And I know I felt like I was letting them down more so than, like, I care about myself. Like, I care about these guys, and everybody's grinding, everybody's putting in work. This is what we work for, and we can't let each other down. So I know that was my mindset, and I can kind of sense that was Steph's as well.
Tim McMahon, ESPN.com. Draymond, given the way the last two games in OKC went, what gives you confidence that you guys can get this series back here for Game 7?
You know, we this ain't our first time going on the road, you know, and we know what it takes to win on the road. And we have to make sure that we stick to that. We have to go in there and follow the game plan, and we have to go in there and completely exceed their intensity level, because that's a tough building to play in. You know, they feed off that crowd. They're always in attack mode there, so we got to make sure we go in there and exceed their intensity level and try to take the crowd out the game. And we've done it before, and we know what it takes to do it, so we just got to make sure that we